Hello, I am Shanghamitra, going to describe the third poem of Class 12's book Flamingo, which has been written by Pablo Neruda. But Pablo Neruda was not the poet's original name. So, what is the original name? The original name was Ricardo Reis Basualdo, who was born on 12th July in the year 1904 in the town of Parral in Chile. And he was died on 23rd September in the year 1973 in the town Santiago of Chile. So he was the famous Chilean poet, diplomat and politician who was awarded the Nobel Prize for his writings in 1971. He was perhaps the most important Latin American poet of the 20th century. His writings is basically filled with several images which make them no less beautiful. And he wrote this poem, Keeping Quiet. Through this poem, Neruda talks about the necessity of quiet introspection and creating a feeling of mutual understanding among human beings. This poem has been written in Spanish language. Later, it is translated into English. The poem Keeping Quiet is basically an anti-war poem. The poet is deeply concerned about violence, cruelty to animals, and plight of manual workers. The poet offers a very simple solution to many of our social, political, and religious problems. The solution is self-introspection. That means self-examining yourself. You may call it introvert nature. If it is acted upon, it will be the first major step towards uniting people. The second step is that everyone should look within and analyze what is wrong and who is the wrongdoer. This will cleanse every heart and ennoble all people. It advocates the importance of silence and self-introspection. It can transform not only the life of an individual but also the face of the earth. The poet says that it does not need much time to look within and examine oneself. It will take only as long as it will take to count to 12. During this time of introspection, that means self-examination, one should keep quiet and say nothing at all. It will give him a strange feeling of togetherness with all others. Let us discuss the poem line by line. Now I will count to 12 and we will all keep still. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. Through the first stanza, the poet asks everyone to count up to 12 in their mind. The number 12 represents the hours of the day or the months of a year. He wants all of us to be calm and still. That's why he said, and we will all keep still. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. He says people across the nation have to unite together. So they shall not speak their own languages, rather they all shall keep quiet and speak the language of silence. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. Through the last two lines, these lines will bring unity among all the humans on the face of the earth. For at least one moment, no one shall move his arms either to signal or to fight or argue with each other. Next, in the second stanza, It would be an exotic moment without rush, without engines. We would all be together in a sudden strangeness. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales, and the man gathering salt would look at his hurt hands. Through this stanza, when everything will come to a standstill, it will be rare situation, just like now. No one will be in a rush, there will be no engines running, everyone will be calm and quiet, united with each other in a strange atmosphere. It will be strange because it has never happened earlier. No person would be harming any other living being either for food or to earn his livelihood. All the people who work endlessly will get some time to look at their injuries and the damage they have caused to their body. Next stanza, those who prepare green wars, wars with gas, wars with fire, victory with no survivors, would put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers in the shade doing nothing. What I want should not be confused with total inactivity. Life is what it is about. I want no truck with death. Through these lines, the poet wanted to say, the people who exploit the green wealth of nature by deforestation or mining or fishing in the deep seas, and the soldiers who use weapons to kill fellow human beings need some time to introspect into the consequences of their actions. They are merely doing their job or following orders. The poet wanted to say those people need for some time for yourselves to judge yourselves. That may be called introspect. He wants them to put on new clothes. That means to adopt new approach towards life and to realize that killing so many people is not a victory. He wants all of us to be united as one, consider our enemy to be our brother. He is promoting brotherhood, peace and unity. That's why he said life is what it is about. I want no truck with death. That means he does not want us to stop our works but to take some time and analyze the results of our deeds. That means actions. Next, fourth stanza. If we were not so single-minded about keeping our lives moving, and for once could perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness of never understanding ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. If we were not so single-minded about keeping our lives moving, all human beings work endlessly with the aim of completing all their tasks. They are driven by the target of survival and the threat of death. So they are in a mad rush to accomplish all their works. The poet says that perhaps if they pause for a while, they can appreciate their achievements and their lives would become happier. He suggests that by keeping quiet, he will be able to understand the true purpose of our life. For what we are running all the time, they can judge. For giving some time for yourselves. Next, fifth stanza. Perhaps the earth can teach us, as when everything seems dead and latter proves to be alive. Now I will count up to 12 and you keep quiet and I will go. Just now this situation is going on, this type of situation just related to that in last stanza the poet wanted to say through the last stanza. The poet suggests us to take a teaching from nature. Now nature just gives a lesson to ourselves, gives a teaching to all the people. Now this situation teaches us, as the earth undergoes changes in winter, everything freezes, becomes lifeless, but after some time the season changes again and everything comes back to life. Now what is the situation now? No pollution, no noise pollution, etc. The earth just will be just earth is so calm, so becomes calm, becomes quiet. That situation in the last stanza, the poet wanted to say that the same situation, if you give some time for yourself, then total changes will be happened. Earth will be changed also. Similarly, taking a pause and introspecting into our lives will give it a new meaning. Just this situation, everyone just must give a time for yourselves, or are just kept inside our house, inside our home, and that's why our life will be changed. No rush, no rushness it's happened in our life. Similarly, taking a pause and introspecting into our lives will give it a new meaning. We will be able to understand the purpose of our life. It will be like rebirth of our soul. Now it is happened. Everyone must learn what is the purpose of our life. The poet has conveyed to all the people the purpose of his message, and so he asks them once again to take a pause, count till 12, and walks out of the scene, keeping the scene open for all the people on the earth to experience this for times to come. So that is the message the poet said throughout the poem, and in the last stanza is very, very important. The poet said to give for some time, please count for some time up to 12 and keep time yourselves. Then all things will be changed. Earth must be changed. Earth must be quite calm. So this situation also happened. You just can relate with ourselves with these situations. Now it is going on. Just relate this one. As the title, Keeping Quiet, clearly describes the theme of the poem: to stop everything and keeping quiet for some time, mentally as well as physically. The poet wants the people to forget all the differences we possess and to come under one umbrella. He advises that one should break all the hurdles or barriers of enmity, caste and creed, religion and country, and get together to introspect ourselves. Despite having all the differences, we should leave all the negatives for the better world and society around. The poem opens in an engaging dramatic scene as a game of hide and seek, but it is a reversed one. In this game, all the players count to 12 and keep silent for 1 second. They have to stop all physical and mental activities. They will not search outside. Instead, they will look inside themselves and do introspection. In this game, all will be the same and speak the same language of silence. All the people will stop the rat race, the mad pursuit, and the greed which is destroying one's self and others as well. Those people who prepare for new wars, they will realize that the victory of war with no survivors is just fruitless. In the process of realization, the war lovers will shed off their clothes stained with blood and starts to walk in the shade of brotherhood with others. They will encourage people to lead a life of love and kindness instead of hatred. The poet pointed towards the use of arms. It could be that he is asking not to use tools against others, as well as we need to stop violence against others. These lines show that this keeping quiet is not only about human beings and their betterment, rather it also pays attention to other living beings as animals. It is about to bring peace between nature and human beings, where the hunter becomes kind to his prey. In this unity, people become selfless and won't hurt others. Rather, they try to understand others, and it reflects in their actions. The conflict between oppressor and oppressed resolves with the passage of time as people understand others and try to console them. The writer pointed towards the green wars, which means that exploitation of nature by the hands of advanced tools was a common practice through wars with gas and wars with fire. The wars people fought for the territorial issues against each other lead towards the great destruction of nature as well as human beings themselves. The masterminds behind the advanced tools as bombs think that they are going towards progress, which in fact leads towards destruction, and destruction is not any kind of progress. Neruda describes that people should be clean hands against each other, and they should spend time with harmony among others in the shades, mean with peace and love, not only with each other but with nature as well. The basic purpose of all human beings is to live, and they struggle for it all their lives. This struggle becomes their single-minded perspective of life, that they have to accomplish their goals in life for survival in this life. They will never leave you free to think about yourself. If people slow down and ponder about their selves, there will be a space between which will cause sadness not to be able to appreciate themselves. Then death becomes a threat for us, as we think death will stop us to complete our task of survival. The writer provokes people to learn this practice from nature, as the things seem dead will be alive again. We can observe in winter, when trees become lifeless due to snow and cold, with the cycle of seasons, this climate turns and the environment comes alive. The earth is also a great example of this life and death cycle. Earth becomes alive after being damaged by the hands of human beings. By giving the aspects of life, the writer leaves readers a thought process and passed the message to slow down their daily life tasks and pay attention to their inner selves. Keeping quiet gives a message of peace and love all over the world. It makes the reader feel to stop all kinds of aggression and degradation of nature. The poem has imagery as human beings as the hands of the clock, which has the number 12 in the mid of the clock. Moving in a routine, as we stop at 12 and do some introspection, it will be good for all of us. The differences between the three hands of the clock fade away and everything becomes one.
বসে থাকিব আর আমি যে কিছু চাহিনে জননী বলে শুধু ডাকিব তুমি না রাখি গৃহ আর পাইব কোথাও আর আমি যে কিছু চাহিনে চরণ বসে থাকিব। আর আমি যে কিছু চাহিনে, জননী বলে শুধু ডাকিব। তুমি না রাখিলে গৃহ আর পাইব কোথায়? আর আমি যে কিছু চাহিনে, চরণ তলে বসে থাকিব।